Hey, working mom. Welcome to Order Meets Style. I'm Zizi Man, professional organizer with Firefly Bridge Organizing. I'm here to provide you with simple tips and ideas to organize your home so that you can love the way your home looks and functions, and so you're proud to invite anyone over anytime without stressing out about clutter. Ready for a beautifully organized home that makes you smile every time you walk in? Well, let's make it happen. Hello and welcome to the show. In today's episode, I'd like to share with you a dilemma we're facing with bamboo organizing products and some sustainable options for organizing your home. What does it really mean for a material or a product to be sustainable? Well, sustainability is about adopting practices that protect and preserve our natural resources for the long term, right? So a sustainable product should have minimal impact on the planet and on people too. In our quest to live a bit more sustainably day by day, we're looking for eco-friendly and sustainable products to use in our homes. Now, why do I say both eco-friendly and sustainable? That's because when a product is eco-friendly, it means it causes no harm to the environment. Now, ideally, this means no harm to the environment and to people during the production of the item, and also no harm while we as consumers use that product either. For a while, we thought that bamboo might be the great solution. We could just switch completely to bamboo products instead of plastic, and all would be well. But the reality is that while bamboo is a more natural and more renewable resource than plastic is for sure, it has a couple of issues too, and we should just be aware of these. So today I'll tell you why not all bamboo is equally environmentally friendly and what a sustainable alternative is for organizing products for your home. So let's get into it. Look around in your local stores or online and you will see tons of bamboo products being sold. Everything from bamboo toilet paper to bamboo clothing to bamboo drawer organizers. Well, what is bamboo exactly and why is it touted as being a sustainable material? Well, bamboo is a plant in the grass family, actually, but its stalks are very strong and have been used in building structures for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's an amazing plant because some species are as strong as hardwood or even have the tensile strength of steel, and yet it's very lightweight. And of course, it's incredibly fast growing, which means it's truly a renewable resource as long as the roots are left intact. When we harvest the stalks, we leave the roots to regrow more stalks. Add to that it doesn't require herbicides or pesticides at all to grow, and it also doesn't need much water to grow. It's also a perennial, and it absorbs 35% more carbon dioxide than trees. It's really a miracle plant, right? So then what's the problem? Well, first, it turns out that because of the huge popularity and increased demand for bamboo recently, in some areas of the world, landowners and farmers are tempted to clear existing forests to grow this more profitable bamboo. Also, if a child is missing school in order to harvest bamboo, that to me is not sustainability. We want to make sure that the bamboo products we bring into our homes are produced ethically. And finally, bamboo products, as are so many of the products that we find in our shops and online, they're often produced in the Far East and then shipped across the world to reach us, which is also a minus on the sustainability scorecard, right? Okay, so then what are we as consumers supposed to do if we want to be more sustainable? Do we buy bamboo organizing products? Do we not? Well, I have to tell you that almost all of the bamboo storage products that we can find commercially at major retailers is sourced and made in other countries and then shipped to us. So either we come to terms with that or we look for alternatives. And what are the alternatives? First up, what you already have in your own house. Shop your own house first and feel free to use containers in a variety of spaces. So if you have a couple of fabric boxes in your closet that you're not using efficiently there, or that you no longer need there, try using them in maybe the guest bathroom cabinet where you need some storage. Glass food containers, you can use them in kitchen drawers to contain kitchen gadgets. And you probably do own plastic drawer containers. I'm sure you've got them in your bathrooms, in your kitchen. See if you can reconfigure them to organize a space better, or move them to your linen closet to contain, extra hand soap or extra shower soap that you might have there. Things like that. Secondly, if you do need to buy something, buy pre-owned. Go to thrift stores, online marketplaces, and buy nothing groups online first. Look for baskets, bins, and mason jars, interesting boxes and containers. Plastic is fair game here too. Why? Because by using something that was already produced and is already in circulation, you're not creating any new demand for that item by bringing it into your home, even if it is made of plastic. In fact, you're preventing that plastic from ending up in a landfill. And also check with your friends, neighbors, social groups that you belong to, online groups on Facebook, and other family members. Ask if anyone has these little drawer containers that they're looking to get rid of, and see if there's anything there that you can use. I've come across so many homes where people are just desperate to get rid of some of these plastic drawer boxes that they no longer want or use because they've gone through a decluttering process and they realize they don't need these anymore. And they end up just tossing them because there's no place, no end use for them that they can see. So if you ask, you may be surprised by what you find. Now, if you do need to buy new, what do you do? What do you look for? Well, you know what you have time for, how much time you're willing to spend into researching companies to check their credentials and to research where they source their materials and what kind of manufacturing processes are in place and who they employ at their factories and the working conditions. I will tell you that it's not easy. In fact, it's sadly really difficult to find out all of this information, material sources and ethical practices of most companies. But one measure that you can usually find fairly easily is a B Corp. A B Corp certification is considered to be the gold standard for business practices that are better for the world. And the B Impact assessment is divided into 5 impact areas: governance, workers, community, environment, and customers. The minimum requirements to be certified as a B Corp are stringent and really thorough. And I've included a link in the show notes to a list of B Corp certified companies in the US and Canada where you can start researching and looking for home products, okay? It just feels really hard, doesn't it, to find out about all this stuff and to research all these things? And in a way, that's good. Yes, it is hard to find true sustainable sources of organizing products, drawer boxes and such, but because it's hard, we'll look for an alternative. The alternative I'm proposing is to look for what you already have in your home and using what's already been purchased once, and you are just reusing that, so you're not creating any more demand for that item produced new and fresh, right? That's true sustainability, reusing what we already have that's in circulation. And so every tiny step you take in this direction is a win. You can pat yourself on the back, and I'm cheering for you from here as well. When you need an organizing product, this mentality of what's the alternative is one that you can develop and practice and pass that on to your kids too. Are your cabinets and drawers going to look exactly like the ones on Instagram and on TV? Well, no, not exactly. But there's beauty in being creative. I don't claim to be 100% sustainable in my own home. In fact, I'm far from it, but I'm trying to make a tiny move in that direction every day. And one of those is being very conscious about sourcing, organizing products for my home differently, beginning with shopping my own home first and repurposing what I'm able to. And I hope you'll join me in this effort in your own home. So thank you for listening to this episode today, and I'll meet you here again next week.